All right, hello and welcome to the eVenture Family channel. We are up here in, well, I guess technically in Mount Desert Island, Maine, but we're right on the outskirts of Acadia National Park. We are heading out from the hotel this morning, about to go grab some coffee and then hit up a bunch of hiking trails in the park. We're gonna try to look for some charging. We're a little bit below 50%, and it is kind of a charging desert up here, so that could get interesting. There's a Rivian Waypoint Network here on the island that I think I definitely want to check out today, so we'll look for that too. But anyway, it should be an awesome adventure, so come along with us and let's drive.
Let's ride.
All right, so we're about to leave the hotel. We're down to 44% now overnight. So we're still doing okay, but getting to the point where I'm starting to just think a little bit more about charging. So according to Rivian, at least, really not many options here. There's the Rivian Waypoint one here, and then what's down here? Charge point at the marina. That I don't know if that's actually open to people. There's definitely more here along in Bar Harbor, but some of them are restricted access and a bunch are broken. So not a whole lot to be excited about from PlugShare at least. And then basically as long as we can make it over to this one in Ellsworth, we'll be fine. So let me just see how many miles that is so that we're never going too below that.
Mommy, can I please have some water?
14 miles, so. All right, so we'll fine as long as we keep it above like 5%. All right, so we're gonna go the charge.
Can I please have my
All right, so we're gonna go, first off head.
Not right now.
We're gonna go head down into Bar Harbor, get some coffee, then head over into the park to get our national park pass because ours are expired. And then we're gonna head here to Jordan Pond, do a hike around there, up to a mountain, get some popovers at the Jordan Pond house. And then after that, we might head up to the Rivian charger over here, we'll see. Or maybe back into Bar Harbor. Haven't quite figured it out yet. Maybe we just drive across the ocean here. All right, we're here at the Whole Cove Visitor Center and just got our America the Beautiful pass, so we are set now for our adventure in here and for the next 12 months. So off to explore now. We're gonna go to Jordan Pond and take the hike around there.
My shoulder's there.
No. Here, you help me, okay? All right, we are here now at Jordan Pond, right by Jordan Pond House, where you get the popovers. We're gonna go do our hike around the pond, up the Bubbles Mountain, And it is, I think, like 4 miles, supposed to be moderate, so this could be a test for everybody here. Fortunately, Hershey can't come, so he's staying in here in dog mode.
Dog mode.
Dog mode. Dog a la mode.
Daddy, what's dog mode?
So he should be good. All right, Hershey, good back there? Hershey's good.
Daddy, what's dog mode?
Hershey would not make it 4.5 miles anyway. 4 miles. So that's fine. Making our way around the pond now. So there is said pond. This is the trail. Nope, I lost all of them. And I think we're approaching, yeah, okay, approaching the turnoff here for Bubble Rock. Is not right there. Oh, and man down. What happened, mister?
4, 5.
All right, we're on the part that goes up to the bubbles, and I'd say this is probably double black diamond.
Daddy, he
Coming
went
down
away.
It's not that bad. This is moderate.
Daddy,
Moderate
he
cool down.
went away.
He went away. We found squirrel friends. We're getting nuts. And I see some wildlife up there too. All right, so this is the part of the hike around the pond, kind of toward the end of the west side, that goes on the boardwalk. We just went across the little rock walk along the water as well. We are at 3 hours, a little bit over 4.5 miles. All right, great hike, and now we are taking a stop here at the Jordan Pond House for Popovers. The thing you do. You got this beautiful view of the pond back there. Great company.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. All right, so these are the Popovers. Well, that's half of one at least. It is made in a muffin tin. It is egg, flour, and you say cream? Yeast, I guess?
Cream.
Yeah. It's basically a little bready thing made in a muffin tin. And you put butter and some jam on it. That is the blueberry lemonade. Is it good?
Yes.
Yeah. And this is, of course, the blueberry ale, which is also quite good.
Okay.
All right, we're finally all set here at the Jordan Pond area, so we are going to head back in the car and drive around the park a little bit more and try to find some charging, maybe the Rivian one now. But look, maybe we should go find where they charge that one. They have these electric gems here for driving around the park. All right, we made it to the Rivian Adventure Network site here, or no, Rivian Waypoint Network site here at the Blagden Indian Point Preserve. And there are 2 chargers here, and one is actually being used by what must be the only BZ4X that was sold outside of New York City. And this one is not working. Awesome. So I'm pretty mad because this was out of the way and one of the only few charging options here on the island, and the Rivian says that both stations are operable, and it also didn't even say that one was being used, so not a great look here, Rivian. Yeah, now it says one's available, but still, before we're showing both. And
so what's wrong with it? It's offline?
Yeah, cable's broken. So here's the status check that it's on. Not okay. I agree. Not okay, Rivian. Ooh. All right, well, we're stopping here at Travel and Lobster, which was only 4 minutes up the road, which is nice. But yeah, still disappointed in that Rivian thing. We even called the customer service number to report it so that they could fix it, and we just sat on hold for almost 10 minutes. So forget it.
The chargers were working there, and all of you slept through it.
Very lame. Now, these level 2 ones for Rivian are available for everybody to use, which is nice. But the Rivian Adventure Network ones, the fast charging ones, are still Rivian only, but that is supposed to change at some point this year. So we'll have hopefully better luck with their maintenance when they have enabled them for more and more cars, because it doesn't seem so good. And the fact that we couldn't get any like customer service on the line either. Granted, it is Saturday, but it is still like normal business hours, so who knows. But that's not the best sign either. So come on, Rivian, we can do a little bit better with that, eh? Especially when it's such like a critical one here where there's just not that many other ones. So we're now down to 19% state of charge, which is and 60 miles of range, which is a little concerning now, because even for tomorrow, that makes me nervous about our ability to get around the island and stuff. So we might actually have to go leave the island tonight. Maybe I will just go up to the Tesla charger and put some energy in so that we're not as worried about it tomorrow. All right, we're gonna go eat though, because everybody's cranky now. Everyone was taking a nap. Ready? All right, go for it, Axel. Bar Harbor Blonde. Blueberry Mignette. It's good. All right, awesome dinner here. We've got a Bolt EUV next to us, and I am very curious about where they might be charging. I think there's an electrified Genesis down there too. I think that's what the little blue on the front there means. Not sure. A lot of EVs up here, but really need to get more EV infrastructure. All right, that was quite excellent. What was the recommendation there?
No, Patty from work actually recommended that when she came up here for the first time when we were coming up here, but you had you had already mapped out all our meals.
It wasn't open.
Was it?
It was not open last year. They closed after Columbus Day.
No, it's gonna be a race. And if you do
yeah, so Travel and Lobster, high recommend. Also, not only really good lobster rolls, but just like the most things of a menu that we found so far. So we are heading into Bar Harbor now. There's all of these EVs here. Konas we've seen everywhere. Neros too, Bolts. I guess if you have a house here and you have charging, it's a big difference, right? Like if we could charge overnight.
I don't know if they had a house though. If we could charge overnight. If our hotel had charging, this wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah. But I don't get why so few of the hotels do.
I understand why we can't even find a 110 plug in our hotel.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And then like across the island, there's just so little. Mind-boggling. We were saying what Rivian should do here is the same thing they just did outside of Yosemite, where they got an old gas station and then opened a charger and like basically like a little general store almost. If they had that here, one thing to like sell, stuff and make money off of that, which they would probably do, especially if they had like Acadia branded stuff, they would sell a ton. But beyond that, just like the brand equity they could build here with charging, because there's nowhere to charge all of these EVs. And, oh God. And sorry. And like just making people familiar with the Rivian brand would be awesome. Connecting it with the national parks and like all of the outdoor adventuring stuff here, like the kayaking and paddleboarding and biking. I think, you know, worth, even if they lost a ton of money off of it, they'd be making more in the long term off of the brand recognition. Plus, if they put a bunch of charging in, they would drive a ton of people there and charge them to the brand. And then beyond that, what we're saying is you have all of these buses here that are ferrying people around the national park and the island. If the national parks were smart, what they should do is put a bank of like, they should do like 50 kilowatt chargers, or just do a bunch of like level 2 ones. Say let's do 24 of them at a place that they want people to stop, leave their car for hours at, take the bus and go around the national park that way. It would be amazing. They could do it where we just were at Rocky Mountain National Park, where they want you to take buses at the Bear Meadow or whatever. They could do it here at the busy part of the park loop where they want everybody on buses. They could do it at Zion, at Bryce, Grand Canyon. Would make just a ton of sense.
How many people are taking EVs out to those parks?
Enough. And be more and more and more. And more people would go there in their EVs if they could charge. True. Plus, it would get people onto those buses. All right, we're back in Bar Harbor. We are here at Fabricate's scrapbooking and quilting place, and they have a pretty nice EV charging setup. Honestly, very smart. So, 2 Tesla chargers here that are 40 amps, although I don't know why it says 50, but whatever. And then a J1772 one over there with a little payment terminal, and a NEMA 1450 here that you could just plug into. So that's awesome, and we just use the Tesla app to initiate that. It is 75 cents a kilowatt hour, which ouchies, but hey, better than nothing. And we've got a nice Kia Niro over here charging too. I'm surprised that they have a little adapter, but they're using the Tesla one also. Smart. All right, seems to be working fine. Green light. We got a Hershey. We have an Angry Arlo, and we are doing 9.3 kilowatts. So, sweet. EV9, looking good with the headlights. Yeah, hello. All right, we are done charging. Had a nice night exploring Bar Harbor. Quite easy to find the car with these lights, of course. And great setup here. I just wish there were more of these around Bar Harbor. This is great. Oh, we got a Tesla now here. So this one is getting used because there's just nothing else around here. But this is so smart of this place, I think, to have this set up here with all of this charging. But that was fantastic for us. We've been charging this whole time. We got up to 31% now. We added 21 kilowatt hours. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for tonight, and then, well, in the morning we'll head back out again, and we'll definitely spend some time in the national park. We saw that Thunder Hole has the ideal viewing conditions tomorrow between like 8 and 10 a.m. So that's gonna be the goal after we get some breakfast and everything. But I think we're gonna go get some sleep now, and I'm sure everyone will be awake way too early. All right, support for this video comes to you from my friends at Halo Black, who make some of the best accessories for EVs out there. They've got a great line of products and accessories for Tesla, but there are plenty of things that work for any EV, or honestly any vehicle at all. And right now I am super excited to share another product from what I think is like their most interesting line here, which is the Voyager 2 commemorative series, or their cosmic series that they call it. And so this is like a celebration of the anniversary of the launch of the Voyager 2 space probe, which left the solar system and is still out there traveling, which is pretty cool. But they have basically celebrated that with a bunch of products. I have a sunscreen that is really cool for it, a roof shade for the Tesla that unfortunately got crushed when we lost our Model Y. But today we've got this set of car air fresheners, which fit in that theme and I think look just absolutely awesome. So here we've got the air freshener like holder itself, and the cool thing here is this is designed to like basically slide right into the vents in the Tesla, but they give you a couple of like little mounting options here that will work in different vehicles. So if you've got something that won't fit anything at all, you have this little like lanyard one that you can use to hang on the mirror, or if you're just one of those people that likes to hang air fresheners that way, you can do it that way. And then we've got these ones which will allow it to mount into vents. So let me figure out which one works the best here on our Rivian. Maybe this one, it's a little big. So we've got a couple of cool little details on here. On the front it says, "Hello from the children of planet Earth," which is one of the messages that is on the Voyager space probe itself. And then on the back here, it says W133.49 AU, which I think AU is astronomical units, which is the distance from the Earth to the Sun, I believe, if I can remember like 8th grade science. And then it's got the longitude and latitude as well on here. I'm not sure of exactly what, but maybe where it was launched from. So that's pretty cool. And then this just slides open here and is magnetic to put it in. So it actually looks like this little one works perfectly here for kind of wedging into the Rivian vent. So let me see if that is going to stay in there well enough for us. It's kind of rubberized, so I think it actually will. It feels pretty secure. We'll do like that, and then in the box here, it's actually really cool. We get a bunch of like commemorative things around the Voyager too, so you can see like this sort of designy thing, and they include this in every single one of their products. Not specifically the Voyager one, but different like design drawings like that, which are cool. And then we've got a whole bunch of stuff here that I'll be sharing with the kids about the Voyager probe itself, some spots, and then like things it's taken pictures of, and the launch of it and everything. So I think that's a really cool like little tie back to those things. And then here we've got the little like air freshener things themselves. Cartridges maybe. Ooh, that smells nice. Not too chemically or like sweet or flowery or anything like that. It's a nice clean like citrusy kind of smell. Almost a little soapy, but not too bad. That's really nice. I like a pretty subtle and not like overpowering air freshener. And so especially since on our big road trip that you're seeing here in the video, we had Hershey in here with us quite a bit, and he has stunk this car up quite a bit, as do our kids with all of their sweaty hockey gear and stuff. So this should really help solve that problem. There we go, just magnetizes back on, slides in, and that is in there nice and secure. Awesome. So this should really help defunkify the car now. So if you're interested in picking one of these up yourselves, I'll have the link down in the description below, and make sure to use that to save and help support the channel. All right, good morning. So we've got a gray and kind of gloomy day today, but that's not going to keep us from adventuring still. So we're going to head off down to into the park, down to Thunderhole to start off. And we are now from overnight down to 28%, or 86 miles of range. We're going to go drive like 10 now, and then the plan is to find some charging and hiking after that.
The only goes sideways.
Uh-huh. Do you see the thunder hole?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Nice and neat.
I love the
So this is the thunder hole, and a little bit before high tide like this, the tide comes up and crashes into here and it sounds like thunder, hence thunder hole. All right, that was Thunder Hole. We didn't get too much thunder. I think we're a little bit too late. They say you should get here optimally 2 hours before high tide, and we're only about half an hour before. But still, kind of cool, especially on a gloomy, moody day like this. All right, so we're gonna head back in the car. We're gonna go drive over to the park headquarters and ranger station where they have EV chargers that we used when we were here 2 years ago, and that worked pretty well. They're a little bit like back away from stuff and hidden, but as long as they're available, they're good. And the plan is then to do a nice long 5-mile hike while we charge up, which should be good. All right, we're here at the park headquarters and ranger office, and here's the EV chargers, and shocking, being iced. And I would just park here and charge since this isn't being used, but I'm afraid that we would get towed or something. So I'm gonna see if maybe there's someone around here I can ask, but this is pretty lame. Come on, people. All right, so I did just go in to ask, and they were unnecessarily rude about it, so cool.
Why would you rude?
Oh, nothing. They can't move the cars. I said, I'm not asking you to move it. I'm saying, is it one of your cars? No, we don't know anything about that. I said, okay, like, I'm just asking if it's any one of you that's working in here's cars that would be willing to move it so that we could charge since we need it. No. Okay. Well.
Daddy, why
Preserve
did
those
bad
parks.
at you?
Yeah. Thanks. Have a good one.
Why we can't bark at them? Come on, who's
All right. Well, I know that maybe it comes across as being like, you know, EV charging entitled or whatever, but it's not even about that. So what ticked me off about that is that that person easily could have parked in any of the other spots that were around there. And there's, you know, a million of them there at the ranger station. And instead they're preventing us from using that. And now instead, because we don't have other options here, we've got to go drive off the island about 20, almost 30 minutes away to go fast charge, because it's the only thing that I know is going to be reliable and be enough to ensure that we can get around the rest of the day here and then get back out in the morning. So it just, you know, for them, save them, who knows, 10 seconds not having to park somewhere else. And for us, it is now going to cause like almost, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, depending on how long we're charging, of excess inconvenience. And it's just stuff like that that makes it so difficult. And it wouldn't even be a problem if there were decent charging available around the island here, because we could be, you know, charging up, and especially like if we had it at the hotel, it would be such a big difference here. We'd have absolutely no problem and it'd be super convenient. But instead, we've got to like just be, you know, scrapping and scrambling for it all the time, which is a pain. Oh well, one day maybe. Tell you what. Boys, look at me.
All right, we arrived here. We have 42 miles of range left, 14%. We're here at the Hannaford's, the Tesla supercharger. It doesn't look like it's in the best shape, but this is the only option here. We're all the way out in Elsford now, which was like a 25-30 minute drive, but this is the best option we've got here. So thankfully we've got our adapter again here. We've got our Tesla to CCS adapter from A to Z. This is the Pro Typhoon, their latest version. Find the link in the description below. Use my code because it does save you a considerable amount on these, because they're not cheap, but they are really handy to have. So good. And here we go. Now we have plug-in charge here, so this should just go. And handshaking, and there we go, green light, we are charging. Awesome. All right, so notice a lot of times it goes to like 50 pretty quick, and then it kind of ramps up after. All right, good. Already up to over 100. So we're going to do a bit of a deep charge here just so that we're not stressed as we're driving around Mount Desert Island a bit more, and then save us some time tomorrow for our long drive all the way back. Let's just see, we should get, I'd say, let's slow down, we should get like 215 to 217.
Back to the hotel.
Maybe, bud. All right, looks like we're stuck right below 200 kilowatts. Oh well, still pretty good.
Nighttime.
Actually, it might go up a bit as voltage comes up.
Daddy.
Kind of ramping down quickly now. So we were up to 210 kilowatts, and it is coming down now. I don't know if we're maybe limiting a little bit from heat, but we're only at 32%. So you don't love to see that. Looks like it's trying to go, but you know, I wonder if our handle is maybe too hot here right in the sun. Well, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye. If we dip down below like 150, we might have to switch. All right, this is a pretty dreadful charging session. We are at 50% state of charge now, and we're only pulling 134 kilowatts. So, and we are cranking the fan. So I suspect that either the battery itself is too hot from sitting here in the sun, or the charging cable might be. And okay, so options.
Why don't we call it a day and do it tomorrow morning? Because in the morning it won't be as sunny here. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get a better option on the other side.
Yeah, and I just checked. We are going to have to, like, unless we were at like over 85%, we wouldn't make it all the way to Kittery anyway.
Let's just stop it at now anyway and do it in the morning when it'll be cool. It'll be like 7 o'clock in the morning when we head here.
Yeah.
Should be shady. Stop 1 second. Stop 1 second. It'll be shady and it'll be better, and they're stressing me out.
Okay, yep, deal. All right, I think that was a good call. I just felt the cable was a little bit warm, and the handle was warm, but not like burning hot. The adapter was quite hot though. So I wonder if it was kind of that whole chain of things that led to that. But I think that was a good choice. Plus now it gives us a little more time. We can go get some food in bellies or something, since everyone is foolish. And it shouldn't matter that the station is filled up more, but now we've got more and more Teslas.
A lot of Teslas.
Yeah, they're all doing pretty deep charges too, so they shouldn't be pulling that much power from only 5 of them, but it's possible, I guess. But yeah, I think our better strategy is to just get more of a charge tomorrow morning, especially like when we're at lower percent, we'll get faster peak rates as well. So we're here at the Bar Harbor Oyster Company, and they just like right out of the garage. So they've got this stuff here, it's all honor system, merch, stuff for actually shelling, and then you can get your oysters right here. And then you just pay here. It's really cool. And they even have like the knives and stuff if you need that, bags, all kinds of stuff. So you can get your Bar Harbor blondes here. These are absolutely the best oysters I've ever had in my life and are complete favorites.
Have the balls, sing these songs myself so good that I don't need you, and Lord knows you don't need me. Feel good that no one told my when you send money, bring your girlfriend.
Open.
I want one.
You want one?
I want it with some pickle onion juice. Sour.
Can you help Arlo?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's so good.
All right. Get in there, Arla. Ready?
Ready? Open.
Nice.
Wait, did he have a really big one?
I see you, Anders. I see you.
I was just taking the car.
All right, we finished up at Abel's Lobster Pound, which was delicious again. We loved going there 2 years ago without the kids, and even with them this time was quite good. Awesome ambiance right along the water. We watched the boats go by as we had our oysters. I think it's Hershey. Maybe.
I had a red hot dog.
Red hot dog. And crab cake fritters and really good French fries there, and lobster rolls. And now we're back in Bar Harbor so that we can go get dessert and pick up some beer before we leave. And we're going to be charging here again at Fabricate once again at these Tesla chargers. We tried to stop at the Citgo that has chargers also. These are the only 2 places in town that, according to PlugShare, are still operational. The Citgo had 1 Tesla charging, and the other 2 spots there were iced. So not so good. All right, well, I'm probably going to forget to check in again once we get back to the hotel, and there's not really any point. So we're at 45% now. We'll get a little charge while we're doing this in town here, and then tomorrow we head back out on the road to head back to New Jersey. All right, so an absolute necessity for charging on these Tesla chargers, which are faster than the J1772 ones generally. This J1772 one is 32 amps, Tesla ones are 40. So, you know, you're getting an extra 8 amps there, which adds up. Is this Tesla to J1772 AC adapter. This one is from Rivian, and this is my favorite one so far. Really good construction and really happy with this. It's worked flawlessly. So if you're interested, you'll find the link in the description below. All right, that was enough to get us to exactly 50%. So there. 51%, sorry. Good charge. 7.6 kilowatt hours over 50 minutes. And that would have cost us, so what did I say it was? 75 cents a kilowatt hour, which is more than a supercharger. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for the day. So we'll see you for the next part. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of that. And part 3 will be coming your way soon. Thanks for coming along with us so far.